in downtown Chula Vista, where a farm-driven, modern American restaurant is completely breaking the mold here. I'm going to meet with the owner and chef, and he's going to go over a few menu items that can't be found anywhere else in Southern California, and we're going to dive into his secret menu. We're here with Jesse Salas, top producing real estate agent of Harcourts. Jesse, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure speaking with you.
Thanks for having us here.
So you brought us to downtown Chula Vista.
I did.
So tell me a little bit about why we're here and who your special guest is.
Welcome to South County, right?
Thank
It's
you.
nice to be down here. So Chula Vista, as you know, it's one of the oldest cities here in San Diego County and one of the largest. We're here today to be introduced to a great new restaurant, but more importantly, a great friend of mine that I've known for some time now, Steve Brown. Steve's been doing some amazing stuff down here. I'm really happy to be here to help him open up one of his restaurants that's just doing great right now.
Well, Steve, thank you for having us in your gorgeous restaurant.
Thanks for coming.
Walked down the street, downtown Chula Vista, and as soon as I opened the door, I was completely shocked. So it's absolutely stunning in here.
Thanks.
And I'm sure the food is a whole nother level as well.
It's okay, I guess.
So you've known Jesse for quite some time, so he's not joking about that.
He was in college, yeah. One of my best friends, he married, and they met in college. So
We've known each other ever since.
yeah, long time.
So it's great to see us in different paths, right? When we started
Exactly.
to be here, right? To
Yeah.
be here on camera
We were
together
just talking about that the other
in
day.
this restaurant. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So tell me how this whole restaurant came about.
This one came about. Actually, this one came about pretty in a weird way because this has a very large kitchen. So that's really why we bought this place, because we're opening multiple restaurants, and this kitchen's going to be it's a catering kitchen, and then it actually came with a small dining room, and we're like, oh well, let's open up the dining room too, and because it's right on downtown. I mean, downtown was a ghost town literally like 6 months ago when we bought the place, and there's already 3 breweries going in, 2 bars, and another restaurant. I mean, literally in the past like 6 months. So it's a total revitalization of this whole entire downtown area. It's pretty epic, and we wanted to give Chula Vista something that they could call their own, without making it too pretentious. It's a very comforting place and approachable, but still high-end enough.
Yeah, I keep calling it restaurant, but I almost don't want to call it a restaurant because the way you were describing to me earlier, it's more of an experience.
Yeah.
So you have things on this menu that no one in the country has.
Yeah, that's on the secret menu.
So there's a regular menu,
Yeah.
which is great, and then there's
To
a
not
secret
scare
menu.
away.
So let's
Yeah.
go a little bit into that. I know Jesse and myself.
This is where the fun
got to-
stuff is.
Yeah, so we have first I'll explain a little bit about the regular menu. The regular menu is approachable for the community to not be scared away by seeing Japanese wagyu beef on the menu, because you see something like that, oh, I'm not going to go there, because that's the first thing you see is the price, and so we don't want to scare away the community, because that's why we built this. But at the same time, majority of my followers are very high-end followers, because Cosecha is my supper club that travels all around the world from 9 courses to 22 courses.
So it's safe to say you're stepping outside the normal boundaries of everything. I mean, you said it's
absolutely.
usually taco shops, Mexican food,
Yeah.
and then you incorporated something completely different into this community.
Yeah, I mean, if you consider, importing the first ever whole Japanese A5 Wagyu steer to the United States out of the box, I guess so.
Yeah. And so I'm going to ask you to go into that just a little bit more, because
Okay.
most people don't understand, I know I didn't, that you were
Yeah.
saying that you get parts of the Wagyu steer, but
Yeah.
no one has ever done all of it because it's
whole thing,
expensive.
yeah.
Yeah,
And how much does that cost?
And there's no market. That's the real issue, is that they market, the filet mignon, the New York, the ribeye, which you see in all restaurants. So Japan doesn't export anything else because there's no market for it here, because it is a much higher end beef. So you have to create that market, and that's why I just recently got the honor of being certified Kagoshima Japanese Wagyu chef, because me and my partners imported the first ever whole Japanese Wagyu steer to get all of those different cuts that aren't here in the United States. Like the brisket, the flat iron, the sirloin, all these cuts that aren't in the United States. But the only way you can get those is by getting the whole steer. And then so my partners and I decided let's do it.
So is Jesse giving you all these ideas?
They're all coming from here.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's
all me.
He's my muse.
Yeah, definitely.
So have you been to this restaurant before, Jesse?
Yes, I have, and it's great. But what I love and what Steve is doing is he's breaking the mold here,
Exactly.
right? He's breaking the mold for San Diego County and definitely breaking the mold here in Chula Vista. And to be able to expose people to something that they've never had, that transition, to me, I think that's where the value is, and that's why he's continued to have the success that he has.
South Bay Uprising.
Right,
There you go.
exactly. So you being in real estate and you being a chef and owner, what things do you think that you guys have in common about why you're so successful and where your successes come from?
Well, I think for me, you know, Chula Vista being one of the older communities here, as you see over the past 10, 15 years, you've seen it grow, right? East Lake Chula Vista.
It's huge.
It's gigantic, right? And it's bringing in a different type of person. It's bringing in a different type of family. And these people that are coming from all over the world and all over the country. And why? Because of our military presence. That's one big part of it. So you have people that are looking for something new. You have a younger crowd, a younger generation that is looking for a restaurant like this. And I think Steve is just filling a hole that has been needed for some time.
Absolutely, and like you said, it's one of the largest cities in San Diego, and there's so many people. And you know, people in downtown think, oh, Chula Vista, that's Mexico. You know, that's so far away. It's like 5 miles away.
It's really close.
It's not that far.
So you know, and that's again, that's the idea of making the secret menu, is that will get people to drive down from La Jolla or Del Mar to have our 465-day dry-aged ribeye, and you know, we have very crazy things on that menu to get the destination people to come down here.
Steve, you're such an innovator here in the community. You're breaking these stigmas, breaking the mold. There's also something really interesting that you're going through right now, and everything has a beginning, and you're a true example.
We've heard of farm to table, right? But tell us about soil to table.
Well, Soil to Table all starts from our farm, Wild Willow Farm, which is actually a nonprofit learning center. So everybody there's no machines, there's no tractors. It's students' hands, you know, in this soil, and they actually do practice regenerative soil, which is they're literally composting everything and rebuilding the soil. What people don't understand is the nutrients in the soil. You don't just get an organic plant and plant it in the dirt. No, it's really, the plant isn't the plant without all the nutrients in the soil.
So you have a farm here.
Yeah, it's not I don't own the farm, it's a nonprofit farm. Okay. And then Mel Lyons is the founder of the farm, but this restaurant uses 100% of our produce comes from Wild Willow Farm and Agua Dulce Farm. Agua Dulce Farm is right here by the 805 and 54, like less than a mile away. And all of our vegetable scraps, we don't throw away. We put them into buckets, and then I feed all of our chickens all the vegetable scraps at the farm.
So exciting. I know you have a lot more exciting developments coming up, which we're keeping it a secret. So secret menu, keeping secrets.
Yeah.
And I know Jesse has some exciting real estate news and coming up. So
absolutely, being down here in South County, we have some great bargain listings down here. So we have one that just hit today. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, not too far away from here in National City in Chula Vista area, borderline, but it's under $300,000. What a bargain!
Yeah,
right?
You don't hear that anymore.
With rents being so high, you know, little peekaboo views of the bay and downtown, just some amazing stuff. We also have another one in Encanto. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. Absolutely great neighborhood, complete with the white picket fence. So this is another good one as well. Really excited about these.
So you can get your first home, and then you can also come here and enjoy your foie and wagyu beef.
There you
go.
go.
Thank you so much, both of you, for having me. I hope to come back and try your famous wagyu beef.
Absolutely. Yeah.